Ever get that feeling deep down that the life you're living is just maybe one version of the story? Like there's another chapter just, waiting to be written, a path that feels more you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. It's like, is this it?
Exactly. And that's kind of the core question buzzing around Duncan Mnisi's manuscript, Visionary, Unusual Powers of Foresight, which we're really diving into today.
Okay.
His big idea is this. We basically live two lives. The one before we really connect with our purpose, and then the life that kind of ignites after that discovery.
Two lives. That makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is it like flipping a switch, or is it more gradual? What kind of things trigger that shift, according to Mnisi?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, think of this deep dive as your personal guide to Mnisi's thinking on becoming, well, a visionary. We've gone through his book, looking at everything from finding purpose to building connections, to pull out those key insights, those aha moments that might spark something for you. Mnisi himself is an interesting self-published author, journalist, leader from South Africa. His background definitely shapes things.
Right. His own journey probably informs a lot of this.
Totally. But our mission here is to grab the universal principles he talks about.
And his approach seems pretty grounded, right? Not just pie-in-the-sky visions, but actually looking at self-development, how you think, even who you hang out with.
Exactly. It's very much an inside-out kind of process he describes, a whole transformation.
Okay, so where do we start? Chapter 1. Purpose.
Yep, chapter 1, purpose. And he kicks off with that two lives idea. So what are the clues, according to him, that you might be in that first life, the pre-purpose one? What pushes you into the second?
Well, Mnisi suggests a big sign is living your life based on what other people expect. Family, society, your friends, trying to fit into their box.
Right, living someone else's script.
Exactly. And the shift often starts when you begin questioning that script. Like, wait a minute, is this really me? You start thinking for yourself. He also mentions feeling spiritually disconnected, sort of adrift. Like you don't have that deeper anchor. He sees that as a major roadblock to find of your purpose, like trying to navigate without a compass, basically.
That hits home, doesn't it? We all know people, maybe ourselves sometimes, who chase that external success, the job, the image, but still feel empty.
For sure.
Mnisi argues our time here isn't just about paying the bills. It's a gift. And it's meant for something bigger than just surviving. It's about actively fulfilling a purpose.
And he brings up examples, right, like Gates or Musk.
Yeah, he points to figures like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. Sure, they have immense wealth, but he argues their drive, especially later on, seems to be about more than just money, solving big problems, leaving a legacy.
That distinction is interesting. He talks about just making a living versus what he calls a spiritual pursuit of creating wealth that's actually aligned with your passions.
Right. It's not anti-wealth, but it's saying true fulfillment comes when your work is like an expression of who you really are, when your why is bigger than just the paycheck.
That makes sense. That provides the real fuel, doesn't it? The sustained energy.
And he connects education to purpose too, but maybe not in the way we usually think about it.
Yeah, not just degrees and diplomas. From Mnisi, education seems broader. It's about constantly acquiring knowledge and wisdom, especially through life experience itself, learning what actually resonates with you and helps you act on your purpose.
Like you could have all the qualifications, but if they don't connect to your core why,
their impact might be limited. Yeah. It's about useful knowledge for your path.
Which leads really well into his own backstory. He uses this powerful phrase coming from the mud.
Wow.
Yeah, talking about overcoming serious hardship and realizing that dreaming wasn't some luxury, it was essential. He knew poverty firsthand, and it fueled this drive to lift himself and others up. It makes his perspective feel very authentic.
It really does. It shows that purpose isn't always found in comfort. Sometimes it's forged in, well, tough times. That idea that dreaming was necessary is powerful.
And it all started for him with these really basic questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What makes my heart sing?
Simple questions, but huge.
Totally. When was the last time you really sat with those? It's easy to just get swept up in the day-to-day and forget the bigger picture.
It is. And asking them takes courage, right?
Yeah.
To really look, that last one especially, what makes my heart sing, that points right to the feeling, the resonance of true purpose.
He also made a conscious choice, he says, to learn outside the traditional system. He calls it the University of Life.
Ah, okay.
And he mentions books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Secret, Think and Grow Rich being influential. It just shows learning happens everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the best stuff isn't in the textbook.
Exactly. It shows that intellectual curiosity, seeking out different perspectives, is key. Formal education doesn't always have all the answers, especially for these bigger life questions.
And crucially, it wasn't just about reading and thinking. He emphasizes taking action. He uses his own example of selling candy when he was young.
Oh, interesting, like putting the ideas into practice immediately.
Yeah. A small thing, maybe, but it showed initiative. It's a reminder that ideas need legs, Got to try things out.
That makes sense. Learning by doing, even on a small scale.
Ultimately, his point is that your strongest WHY, your core reason, is your guide. And discovering purpose isn't something you can force. It kind of unfolds organically.
That's actually quite reassuring. Takes the pressure off feeling like you need it all figured out right now.
Yeah, just pay attention to what lights you up, keep exploring, and your why gets clearer over time.
Okay, so that's purpose. What's next? Chapter 2 is self-development.
Yep, self-development.
Right.
Mnisi calls this absolutely foundational for any real change. He starts by saying our brain is like a tool. It needs constant care, nurturing new knowledge. It's all about the inner game.
Right. The idea that external change starts internally. Thoughts, beliefs, actions, they're all linked.
You can try changing your situation, but if your underlying mindset hasn't shifted,
It probably won't stick. Yeah, he emphasizes actively cultivating your mind, being self-aware.
and he lays out these 4 pillars: spirituality, personal growth, health, and finances. But he puts spirituality right at the base. Why so much emphasis there? Some might see spirituality as a bit abstract.
Well, Mnisi sees spiritual strength as the bedrock. Like, before you can really build up the other areas, you need that solid foundation, a connection to something bigger, inner peace, a sense of purpose.
So it's the source of resilience.
Kind of, yeah. The ability to handle challenges, stay true to your values. It might not be formal religion for everyone, he suggests, but more about that inner compass, that connection.
He mentions someone named Dr. Ref Wayne who helped him understand spirituality better. And he includes a quote from him: "Feel free to share the secrets. Let not people wait up until they are pushed in a corner." What kind of secrets do you think he means?
Based on what follows, it seems like these secrets involve understanding our connection to, let's say, a divine source and the power we inherently have. He talks about a kind of spiritual amnesia.
Amnesia. Like we've forgotten something.
Yeah, forgotten this connection. He seems to think these truths, these secrets, are often hidden by distractions, by systems that maybe don't serve our highest good. It's about reclaiming innate wisdom.
That idea of spiritual amnesia in today's world, that's interesting. He connects it to controlling systems, illusions.
Yeah.
We used to think about all the noise, right? Media, social pressure.
Exactly. He suggests these things can keep us looking outward, chasing external stuff, and we lose touch with our inner guidance, our real purpose.
He even warns against blindly accepting dogma, how that can leave you feeling lost. It's a call for critical thinking, even about beliefs.
Yes. Definitely. Don't just swallow information whole. Question it, see if it resonates with you. Passive acceptance can lead to feeling powerless.
But he does offer some hope. He talks about moving into the Aquarian age, a time of enlightenment and transparency, where maybe these hidden truths become easier to access.
Yeah, he sees it as an awakening, old structures breaking down, more individual empowerment, more access to deeper knowledge. It's quite optimistic.
So, building on that spiritual base, he gets into personal development, which he describes as, all the things we do to improve ourselves, driven by that inner nudge for something more. And he uses that quote, "If you don't go within, you will go without." Pretty direct.
That really sums it up, doesn't it? True growth comes from understanding your inner world values, motives, beliefs. Self-awareness is the key he's offering.
He outlines 3 steps for this inner work: acceptance, reconnection, and understanding our energy centers, or chakras. Now, chakras. How would you explain that simply for someone totally new to it?
Okay, imagine your body has these key energy hubs, right? Like focal points for different parts of your being: grounding, creativity, power, love, communication, intuition, connection. Mnisi calls these spiritual organs chakras. When they're balanced and energy flows freely, you feel more whole, connected. But if they get blocked or out of whack, it can show up as challenges in those specific life areas, like an energy system that needs tuning.
And he mentions the 7 main ones: root for grounding, sacral for creativity emotions, solar plexus for personal power, heart for love, throat for speaking your truth, third eye for intuition, crown for that bigger connection, like a map of our inner self.
Exactly. Understanding them gives you clues about where you might be blocked, what needs attention.
And he suggests ways to work with them. Mudras and mantras.
Yeah, mudras are specific hand gestures. They're believed to create energetic circuits to help restore balance. And mantras are sounds or vibrations, like he mentions, RAM for the root chakra.
Why the hands and voice?
The idea is they consciously influence energy flow. The hand positions create circuits, and the sound vibrations resonate with specific chakras to help clear blockages. He suggests practicing consistently, like 40 days or an intensive 21 days, to kind of retrain your energy patterns.
Interesting. He also talks about raising vibration, aligning yourself with higher frequencies to attract better experiences. He even mentions feeling stuck when his own vibration was low writing his first book.
Yeah, many people feel that, right? Being in a slump where everything feels hard.
Totally.
So raising your vibration, as he puts it, is about actively cultivating a more positive inner state through things like meditation, prayer, positive affirmations, gratitude.
Right.
The idea is when you're in that higher state, you're more likely to attract things that match that energy, like tuning into a positive radio station.
Okay, next up is mindset. He says, the art of winning starts with a positive mentality.
Powerful.
Then he breaks down a loser's mindset.
And importantly, he says it's defined by your beliefs, not your actual situation.
Right, like limiting yourself based on things you think are wrong with you. He uses that Einstein fish analogy.
Which is great, judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree, basically judging yourself by the wrong criteria. He also warns about perfectionism being a trap.
Oh, definitely. Being too scared to start because it might not be perfect.
Exactly. Then he contrasts that with the winner's mindset. What does that look like?
It's about embracing failure as, like, data, a chance to learn, overcoming that fear of messing up, focusing on solutions. Don't tell me why I can't.
Yes. That resilience, seeing setbacks not as the end, but as feedback. And he emphasizes that strength often comes from adversity.
True. He also adds a patience mindset, seeing patience as self-trust, staying positive while things develop.
That's so important in our instant world.
Right. Empires aren't built overnight. Rushing often leads to mistakes. It's trusting the process, having faith in your own path.
Patience coupled with self-confidence, he says, which leads to the next point.
Self-confidence, which he calls vital for making visions real. It's built step by step, he argues, facing fears, positive self-talk, learning from mistakes, celebrating what makes you unique.
It makes it feel less like some magic quality and more like something you can actually build.
Exactly. And he even includes Napoleon Hill's self-confidence formula, suggesting you read it aloud daily for 21 days. Ever tried anything like that? A daily affirmation practice.
Practices like that can be really powerful for retraining your brain. Absolutely. It's like mental conditioning for belief.
To wrap up this section, he has a self-check. 3 questions. Are you moving forward or back? What's blocking you if you feel stuck? Are you stuck in old habits or practicing patience?
Those are great reality checks. Makes you apply the ideas directly to your own life. Take ownership.
Okay, moving on to chapter 3. Dreams or visions. Mnisi gets right into it, acknowledging that, yeah, translating imagination into reality is hard for many people. But he says, don't give up hope.
That's good to hear up front.
He argues our dreams aren't just fantasies. They're like potential, tangible outcomes. They're personal visions we can realize, and it's our job, our responsibility, to chase them.
That framing is empowering. Not just wishes, but potentials we can activate.
And he talks about passion as the engine.
Right.
The force that turns being into doing. The fuel for creativity. He says, never deny your passion. It's like denying yourself. And crucially, love the journey. Life is this constant creation process. It's not just about the destination, but who you become getting there.
That's key. If you don't enjoy the process, it's hard to sustain the effort for big goals.
He really amps it up here. Guard your dreams fiercely, work relentlessly, direct your energy towards them. Ask yourself, what's holding you back?
Yeah.
Reconnect with those childhood dreams, maybe.
Yeah, before we got all practical and jaded.
Right. He admits pursuing big visions sometimes requires huge risks. And clarity often comes through action, not before it. Age doesn't matter. But effort, perseverance, that stuff does.
Yeah.
No magic wand.
It's a strong call to action. Overcome fear, tap into determination. That point about clarity coming from action is huge counters waiting for the perfect moment.
And he says, believing in your dreams is a form of self-respect and respect for those who believe in you. Dreaming is priceless, fuel for the future. Without dreams, what are we living for?
He puts it beautifully. Dreams give life meaning, direction.
He calls them the blueprint for your journey. Take ownership of your story.
That ownership piece is central. Actively shape your future, don't just drift.
He also distinguishes between accidental success and intentional success, urging us to choose our path. And he warns against living someone else's dream. Parents, society.
Uh-oh. That path can feel like a dead end eventually, can't it?
Totally. He asks, is this the life you wish to lead? He's dedicated, he says, to raising changemakers, people who prioritize their own vision.
It's easy to get pulled onto someone else's track. Good reminder to check in, is this really mine?
He even critiques the education system a bit, suggesting it might sometimes stifle passion or lack practical guidance on finances or purpose.
That's a common critique.
So he says, be the change. Seek out the dreamers and doers, people who lift your mindset. Avoid distractions. And that powerful line, the richest places are the graves.
Ooh, yeah, all that untapped potential.
That's a real kick in the pants. Chase your dreams, embrace your vision, make it real. It's like a motivational speech in this chapter.
Definitely lights a fire. Don't let potential die with you.
Okay, chapter 4, Think or Stink. Can't miss that title.
No kidding. Gets your attention.
It starts with quotes from Gandhi and John M. Tibbon, basically saying, you are what you think. Your thoughts create your reality.
A foundational principle in a lot of self-help, right?
Yeah. Mnisi's take is, if you don't think consciously, you stagnate. You risk working for those who do think strategically. Creative thinking, he argues, is worth more than just qualifications.
Mental agility over just book smarts. It's about critical thinking, innovation.
He pushes us to think outside the box, saying intangible ideas often shape reality. And he makes this bold claim, 99% of our challenges start in our minds. Shift your thoughts, shift your life.
That's huge. Our perspective makes the problem seem bigger or smaller.
Have you found that? Change how you look at a problem, and suddenly solutions appear.
Oh, absolutely. Our initial framing can block us. A different angle opens things up.
He also sees wealth as a mindset first, an abundance mindset. It starts in the mind, fueled by dreams.
Like attracts like. If you believe in scarcity, you might see more scarcity. Believe in abundance.
Exactly. He talks about building businesses by uniting talents, challenging that default programming of just looking for a job versus creating opportunities.
Yeah, shifting from employee mindset to entrepreneurial mindset.
And he uses Colonel Sanders' KFC at 65 as proof that organized thinking and persistence can create massive success and legacy at any age.
Great example. Vision, strategy, persistence beats limiting beliefs about age or needing to follow a set path.
Mnisi insists becoming rich starts with believing you are rich. Mindset first, reality follows. Our thoughts, our decisions are constantly creating our future. Use affirmations to control those thoughts.
Programming the subconscious for success. It's about aligning inner belief with outer goals.
How do we get better at thinking, though? He suggests. Monitor your thoughts. Challenge the negative ones. Replace them with positive affirmations. Even small positive thoughts are like keys unlocking doors.
So practical steps. Mindfulness of thoughts, conscious intervention, small shifts add up.
And don't just wait for opportunities, create them. He uses that image. Opportunities dance with those already on the dance floor.
Love that. You got to be in the game, be active, be visible.
He shares his own story. An unexpected university job led to a nonprofit role. He saw it as a stepping stone, even if it wasn't the final goal.
Right, recognizing potential even if it's not the perfect fit initially. Being open.
Learn new skills aligned with your vision, he says. Knowledge multiplies success, makes dreams feel more reachable through effort. Keep growing.
Investing in yourself, basically. Expanding your toolkit.
Finally, he talks about time, the great equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours. Don't wait for the perfect time.
It never arrives, does it?
Nope. Avoid distractions. Great entrepreneurs build systems that work without them. Master time management for rich businesses. Guard your time fiercely.
It's our most precious non-renewable resource.
Align daily habits with your vision. And he asked those tough questions. How are you really investing your time? In growth, skills, your vision.
Ouch. Good questions to ask regularly.
His bottom line, the greatest investment is time spent learning, acting, building.
Makes sense. Time is the currency of creation.
Okay, chapter 5, the power of visualization. Starts with his quote, if the mind can see it, it can be achieved.
Classic visualization principle.
He describes it as painting a clear mental picture of what you want, tapping into the subconscious to influence your actions. Have you ever consciously used visualization?
I think most people do it unconsciously to some extent, maybe worrying, but using it consciously for goals. Yeah, it can be powerful, creating that mental blueprint.
He stresses we can control our thoughts. If you're unhappy, change is possible. The mind is always creating something. But just thinking big isn't enough.
What's the missing piece?
Genuine belief. You have to truly believe you can achieve what you're visualizing. That combo thoughts plus belief is potent. Life isn't just discovering what happens, it's shaping it. We are basically a manifestation of our dominant thoughts.
That's taking real responsibility for our reality. We're active creators.
He tells a great story about a friend in a student commune in South Africa. Visualized a rental business, tents, chairs, vehicles, design, printing.
Wow, starting from scratch.
Yeah, saved his student allowance meticulously. Made sacrifices, built it step by step. It really shows how a clear mental image plus belief and relentless action can create reality, even with limited means.
That makes it tangible, not just theory, but real-world application.
Mnisi says successful people use visualization rigorously. He realized his own strongest why after visualizing his ideal self. Even writing this book started with visualizing it.
So it's a core practice for him, and he sees it in others who succeed.
And he explains that thoughts with strong emotion, fear, love, passion manifest faster. Desire pushes action. Even fear can motivate. Every thought is creative energy, a magnet. Emotional thoughts pull harder.
That resonates. Strong feelings definitely seem to amplify thoughts and drive behavior.
So what about negative thoughts? He suggests transmuting them, using affirmations and meditation to reprogram the subconscious. Consciously flip negative thoughts into positive affirmations.
Taking active control of the inner dialogue, not letting negativity run the show.
It really feels like these first 5 chapters build a solid foundation, doesn't it? Purpose, self-development, mindset, vision, visualization.
Yeah, it's a comprehensive inner framework, from understanding yourself to harnessing your mind's power.
Exactly. So when we come back, we'll get into the more outward-facing stuff. Goal setting, cooperation, and the huge role of our social circles. How we take this inner work and make it happen in the world.
Sounds good. Looking forward to seeing how he connects the inner and outer game.
Stick around. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We're diving deep into Duncan Mnisi's Visionary. Before the break, we finished up with the power of visualization. Now, Chapter 6, Goal Setting. And he starts with a quote I really like. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become in order to achieve those goals.
Ooh, that's good. Shifts the focus entirely, doesn't it?
Right. It's not just about the prize. It's about the growth, the person you have to evolve into to get there. That's the real reward, maybe.
Yeah, the skills you develop, the character traits, the resilience, that stuff stays with you.
He then asks those key questions. Where do you really want to go? How will you get there practically? What truly drives you? Goal setting for him is creating that detailed roadmap. Often it's linked to financial freedom, sure, but he repeats that passion fuels wealth, not the other way around. So align your goals with what actually excites you.
Makes sense. You need that inner drive, that intrinsic motivation to stick with challenging goals long term. Clarity and intentionality are key.
And he suggests breaking down huge, maybe scary goals into smaller chunks. Smashing milestones, he calls it.
I like that. Makes it feel more achievable, less overwhelming. Celebrate the small wins.
Then he brings in the SMART method. Specific, measurable, attractive, or sometimes achievable. Realistic, and time-bound.
A classic framework for a reason. It works.
Yeah, he walks through it using a health goal example, running a 5K, tracking progress, genuinely wanting an active life, being realistic, setting a time frame, like 6-12 months, makes it really clear how to apply it.
Very practical. Takes the guesswork out of setting effective goals.
He also gives 5 steps to deconstruct big dreams. 1, identify the dream clearly. 2, set a time frame, short, long term. 3, define the process, the action plan. 4, assess resources. What support tools do you need? 5, determine requirements, skills, knowledge, dedication needed.
That's a solid breakdown. Forces you to think through the how.
And Mnisi is big on starting now. Don't wait to feel extraordinary or perfectly ready. Just start. He mentioned starting his writing without aiming for perfection right away.
That's so important. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. Get momentum going.
He finishes the chapter by saying, for the really big dreams, you often need help. Collaboration, support. Which leads us right into the next chapter. You don't have to go it alone.
Right. Recognizing that ambitious goals often need a team effort, leveraging collective strength.
So Chapter 7, Cooperation, starts with that Henry Ford quote. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success.
A journey in itself, collaboration.
Mnisi says big success rarely happens solo. It usually involves a network. Have you found that?
Oh, definitely. You can go faster alone sometimes, maybe, but further together amplifies everything.
He stresses picking the right people, though. Surround yourself with those who share the vision. It's a balancing act, finding collaborators who lift you, not drag you down.
That's crucial. Alignment is key. And he mentions hardworking people attract each other.
Yeah, and mutual benefit keeps people committed. Build a team of focused, like-minded people who see a win-win.
Makes sense. You need that shared drive and clear value for everyone involved.
Take responsibility for who you hang out with, he says. Turn your network into your net worth. Surround yourself with learners, sharers. Because big dreams often need skills you don't have.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. He uses the analogy of 6 people needed to lift a coffin. Collective strength achieves what individuals can't. We're stronger together.
Good visual. Highlights that synergy.
He pushes for strategically forming potent collectives based on cooperation. It's not just about individual genius, but harnessing the group's mind, diverse views. That's how great companies thrive. Seek insights, especially from the more experienced.
So it's about leveraging collective intelligence, combining strengths for a greater outcome.
And partner with intellectually gifted people for huge goals, he advises. Successful people rely on others with complementary expertise. Know your weaknesses, find strengths in others.
Right. Building a well-rounded team where skills complement each other.
He gives a practical example. Spot a business opportunity, realize you lack certain skills, so you gather experts, create a proposal together. Very proactive.
Identifying the need and then strategically assembling the right team.
Most people are open to collaboration if there's mutual benefit, he believes. Just set up clear systems that empower everyone. Create that win-win.
Optimistic but practical. Focus on shared value and clear structures.
His main point here. It's critical and strategic thinking, more than just raw IQ, that lets you build amazing things through collaboration.
Ah, interesting distinction. It's about the application of intelligence through teamwork.
He admits some dreams might be more solitary, but even then, having the right people around you matters, which flows perfectly into the last chapter. Social. Our relationships are the final piece.
Okay, so cooperation is about active teamwork on goals, and social is about the broader environment.
Seems like it. Chapter 8. Social. Opens with, birds of the same feather flock together. Our company either lifts us or drags us. No middle ground, he says.
Wow, stark. But probably true. Our environment profoundly shakes us.
Even huge talent can fizzle in the wrong environment. Supportive places breed success, but they might be rare. Find your flock, energetically speaking.
He links it back to vibration again, like attracts like.
Yeah, reading the book is a step to a higher frequency, he suggests. Keep working on yourself, like in Chapter 2, to attract resonant people and opportunities. Create that energetic match.
Okay, makes sense. Be the energy you want to attract.
He then talks about the environmental key. Every place has a vibe and energy. Where you're from, where you live, influences you.
The energy of a place. You can feel that sometimes.
And expect criticism if you step outside the box. People might mistake uniqueness for arrogance. Stay confident. He sees his book as validation for those on unconventional paths.
That's comforting for anyone feeling like the odd one out.
How to handle criticism, especially from close circles. Know yourself, accept yourself, build confidence from Chapter 2. Create emotional boundaries. Master your identity, and you can flourish anywhere. Seek environments that let you be you.
Solid strategies for protecting your energy and vision when facing pushback.
Next, the family key. Neutral, he says, can bless or hinder. No neutral zone here either.
Oof. Family dynamics can be tricky.
Expect skepticism sometimes, especially if you're breaking old patterns. They might not get your ambition, but believe in yourself anyway. It's your life, your purpose. Strive for peace, sure, but sometimes your best defense is strengthening your own resolve.
Acknowledges the complexity but emphasizes self-belief as paramount.
Finally, the friendship key. The right friends inspire your best self, lift you, celebrate you, share your dreams. He quotes Warren Buffett on positive energy. He even names some of his own supportive friends.
That's nice. Shows the personal importance.
Discernment is key. Good friends enrich, support, grow with you. Toxic friends drain you, often with strings attached, making you feel guilty for focusing on your growth.
Yeah, recognizing those energy vampires.
He includes a Tupac quote, "Any friend that turns into an enemy has been hating since day one. Powerful. Reevaluate friends who undermine your dreams."
Harsh, but maybe necessary sometimes. Protecting your vision.
The bottom line for friendships, be discerning. Surround yourself with genuine support. Distance from negativity. Be selective about your inner circle. Their energy constantly affects you. The right social environment amplifies everything.
So intentionally curating your social world is the final key he offers.
And that brings us to the conclusion. Mnisi looks back at the journey through the book, asking us, what value did you get? Are you willing to act? Ready to use these methods? Ready to be a visionary?
A direct challenge to integrate and apply, not just read.
Choose action over old habits, he urges. Progress over past. Start today. Your journey can inspire others, show greatness is possible. Become that example.
That ripple effect idea again. Your growth inspires others.
He acknowledges the effort, the struggles are part of it, leading to understanding. This isn't an end, it's a beginning, full of hope, hard work, possibilities. Look forward to what you'll create.
Leaves you on an optimistic, empowered note. The journey continues.
Absolutely. So as we wrap this deep dive into Visionary, maybe a couple of final thoughts for you to chew on. First, what's one small, concrete step you can commit to taking, like today, to actively move toward that second life, the one aligned with your purpose?
Just one small step.
And second, think about one key relationship in your life. Is it consistently energizing you, lifting you toward your vision? Or does it subtly drain you, maybe hold you back? What might an honest look at that reveal?
Those are powerful questions to end on. Really makes you think personally.
Exactly. Take these ideas, let them spark something, and start your own journey to becoming the visionary Duncan Mnisi talks about.